In this video, we are making Halloween cookies. These are the ingredients that you're going to need. And the first thing you're going to do is just make the sugar cookie mix. Just follow the instructions on the back of the package. Okay, now I'm just spreading out flour over a cutting board that I've laid down, and just put some dough on there. You just want to sprinkle some flour over top of the dough and make sure that your hands aren't sticky. And just smash out the dough with your hands until it's completely flat and fairly thin. Just grab your cookie cutter. I'm using a gingerbread boy for all of the cookies this time. Dip it in flour so that it doesn't stick to the dough, and just press it in as many times as it will fit on your dough. And just take off the excess dough from around the edges. Now just carefully take them off of the surface, and you're going to lay them out on a greased cookie sheet. Just be careful with them so they don't get deformed. And the last one on there. And now it's time to bake them according to what the package says. And this is what they look like when they come out. Just let them cool for a minute and then put them on a cooling rack. And while they're cooling, we are going to mix up some frosting colors. So I just took a couple bowls, and I'm using just pre-made frosting and separating it into a couple different bowls. Okay, so I'm just using food coloring. Put in a few drops of red. And a few drops of green in a different bowl. And now to make purple, I'm going to use some blue and some red. Count the drops and make sure you do the same amount of each drop. Now just mix up each color until it's all mixed really well together. Okay, so I'm going to explain how to put the frosting into baggies right now. So I just took a Ziploc bag and flipped the top portion of it over. Put your hand on the outside of the bag with the top portion folded over your hand. You're going to put the bowl in the opening of the bag and then just scrape out the frosting right into the opening of the bag. going to do that with all of your colors, and then just try to push all of the frosting into one corner of the bag, and do that with each bag. Okay, now to decorate the cookies, what you do is just cut off a very small corner of the Ziploc bag and take the bag in your hand and twist to make the frosting tight, and you just barely press with your palm and your fingers to make the frosting come out of the little hole. So right now I'm making a mummy, and I'm making little stripes with white frosting back and forth. And you just lightly squeeze and you'll kind of figure out the pressure that you need once you get going. Just do some stripes in different angles all over the whole cookie. I tried to leave a small opening for where his eyes would be, and I'm just putting little dots of red where his eyes are. Okay, now we're going to make a skeleton. So right now just draw an outline all around the whole cookie in purple. And then just fill the inside with some frosting. And then grab a knife and just smooth it all out until it's flat and smooth on top. Now I grabbed the white frosting again and just drew a circle at the top for his skull. Draw a line down the middle, and then I'm doing little legs, and I'm doing small circles for the feet, and straight lines for the arms, circles for the hands, and then 3 lines right down the middle, and those are going to be for his ribs. Okay, now we're going to draw a Frankenstein, or a monster, whatever you want it to be. So I'm just doing his face, his hands, and his feet with green. And always draw around the outline first and then fill in the middle. Now I'm drawing red for his shirt, make the outline of it, and then just fill it in the middle. I'm just doing the same thing for his pants, but in purple. Draw the outline and then fill it in the middle. And then for his hair, I'm using brown, and to get the brown I didn't use food coloring, I just used chocolate frosting. So there's his hair, and then I'm going to draw some eyes on him, and his square mouth, and then these are the screws in his neck. It's hard to make it all fit on one cookie. And then his little scar. And that's Frankenstein. So here's all the cookies I ended up making, and just some different colored skeletons. And that was it. Thanks for watching.